guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to do something I haven't done for a while, but I love these kind of videos. We are doing a 5-minute makeup look using only 5 makeup products. This is the completed look that we will be doing. I love doing these videos because I think they're a little bit more practical. Don't get me wrong, I love playing with makeup. I love spending time and like doing a more detailed look, but sometimes you just don't have that. Sometimes you have to do your makeup in the car while you're waiting to pick your kids up from school, or you're just trying to run out the door in a couple of minutes, and this is the look that I like to reach for. Minimal products, obviously minimal time. I'm gonna walk you guys through it all today. We're gonna do a kind of no-cut 5-minute timed look to prove to you guys that it can be done in just 5 minutes. We got awfully close, but I did actually finish it before the timer went off. I also have a little trick that I added at the end after the 5 minutes to show you guys something you can do with your mascara that you may have never thought of before. So I can't wait to share it with you guys. Before we get into that though, if you are a new visitor here, I want to wish you a very special welcome. I hope that you enjoy this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel and make sure that your notification is turned on. With that said, I've got my 5 products here in front of me. Let's jump right into it. Okay, before we start the timer, I want to show you guys just the 5 things that I'm going to be using today. Now this will vary depending on how much time I have. Sometimes it'll be more like 7. I'll maybe add in a concealer and an eyeliner, but I wanted to keep this as minimal as possible. Plus 5 is just such a nice round number. So these are the 5 things I'm going to be using. Have a good foundation, make sure it matches you. You don't have to mix some things together. So if I'm in a hurry, I usually will pick a foundation that I know is going to match me. This is the Maybelline Superstay 30 Hour in shade number 128. But the main star of the show today is going to be a good face palette. I have a couple of options. Today I'm using one from Sydney Grace. This is the Luminous Light palette. But a couple other options are the Benefit Cheek Stars palette, which I don't think they sell anymore, but if you have this one, it's amazing. The Smashbox Cali Contour palette, which I decluttered, but that is a great palette. I'm beginning to wonder why I decluttered that thing. They do still sell that one. It's very popular. I know many of you might own that one. And then I have this little one from BH Cosmetics, which is also been discontinued, but this is a good little quad. This is the Tempting in Tahiti face quad. So really just a good quad that's going to give you a good bronzer shade, a blush shade, and a highlighter shade. We're going to use that both for the face and for the eyes. So this is like going to be the main ingredient in today's look. And then other than that, just a simple brow gel. I'm using the NYX The Glue, a good mascara. You can use whichever one is a favorite of yours, and then a good lip balm that has a little bit of color in it. So those are what we're going to be using today. Before we start the timer, another quick little hint if you're looking to save time is minimize how many tools you use. So for today, I'm going to use a foundation brush, just my Persona one, and then I'm going to use this brush for all of the products on my face. This is from Sydney Grace. You could use anything that's relatively large, but maybe has a bit of a dome or a point on it, because that will allow me to use it for my highlighter as well. And then just one basic brush for the eyes. This is just a large blending brush. This is an old one. I don't even think they sell this anymore. It's from Royal & Lang. And those are all the brushes that I'm going to be using today, although I might use a tiny little brush to show you guys a little trick at the end if you're wanting to add a little bit of liner. We're going to use our mascara as our liner just to be a little extra, but we'll do that at the end. All right, so I'm going to pull up my timer. I'm actually going to set a timer for 5 minutes and 5 seconds to give myself time to like open up my products. No primer today. I just applied a fresh layer of moisturizer. That's going to kind of act as my primer. So we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so again, I'm going to do 2 pumps of my Superstay in shade 128. And because I'm not doing concealer today, if I was to add to this look, I would add a concealer, because I do like to brighten up the inner, kind of under my eye and that inner like part of my eye area there. But for today, my foundation is going to be my concealer. So I'm going to start by applying most of it on the perimeter of my face where I need the most coverage and where I don't have issues with settling. And then kind of just with the remnant, I'm going to use that to kind of go on my eyelid, just to add a little light layer of coverage right there where I do have some redness and discoloration. Okay, I should have pinned those things back. I don't have time for tendrils, Mandy. Okay, don't take too long to blend. The tiniest bit more. Just right here. I have this area right here that's, I don't know, I have these weird, they're not even like sunspots, they're just kind of red, and I can't seem to get rid of them, so I don't know, I need to look into some sort of new serum or something. Okay, now jumping over to the face palette, we're gonna start with the bronzer. I'll load that up. I'm not being too careful with this. I'm kind of, okay, I just realized that probably was way too much. It's been a while since I've used this palette. I forgot that that bronzer is not super light. Like, I could probably be a little bit more light-handed with it. I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and kind of blend out that hard edge right there. Now I'm gonna wipe this off on the same brush off on a towel on my lap, and then, oh, we're almost out of time. We're gonna dip into a mixture between these two blushes right here, and just tap those on the cheeks. And before I do the highlighter, I'm gonna jump over with my eye brush to the bronzer and just start throwing this in my socket. 2 minutes left. Oh man, I'm not gonna make it. Again, this one I am kind of loading up, but I'm being really just non-strategic with it. And then wipe that brush off. We're gonna go to the highlighter, load that up, and just tap that all over the inner part of the lid. I do want my inner eye to be really nice and bright because I have a little bit of darkness here. I didn't use concealer. Then I'm gonna go back to my blending brush and just kind of sharpen that up a bit. Then we're going to go back to that highlighter. Oh, I didn't pick up, oh wait. Just grab the tip of that brush that I used for my cheeks and just dust that on my brow bone. Okay, I have 1 minute left, guys. Usually takes me a minute to do my mascara, so I'm gonna rush and do my eyebrows really fast. This is the NYX, the brow glue. This one is taupe. It's not a very brow focused look. I just want them to be well shaped. And then we're going to jump over to my mascara. So I'm using my Flower Beauty Dream Warrior mascara. I did curl my lashes, so maybe that was cheating, but I often curl my lashes several hours before I do my makeup so they have time to kind of settle just a little bit. This is the kind of eye look that I would do while just sitting and waiting in my car for a carpool, or if I'm at the grocery store. Okay, and then we just have some lip balm. Just give you guys as much anxiety as it's giving me. Okay, you can't hear that. My timer just barely went off. There we go. 5 minutes. So this is the look. I do want to show you guys one thing I would do to add to it though, if I could. I probably would go with a liner. Eyeliner is one of those things that I have a hard time skipping because I think it really helps to shape your eyes, especially if you're a little bit older, your eyes are either hooded or just kind of getting droopy with age. I think having just a tiny bit of a winged liner on can help to give your eyes a little bit of a baby lift. But instead of doing a specific eyeliner today, because we're keeping it to 5 products, I'm just gonna take a little tiny pointed brush here, and I'm actually gonna use my mascara and just take this right at the corner of my eye. It's basically like a gel liner, and I'm just giving myself a little tiny flick here just to pull that eye up just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, keeping it natural. But again, this gives me, because this is such a natural look, it just adds a little bit more definition and shapes your eyes just a little bit. So there we go. That is it for my easy 5-minute makeup look. Now, if I was in my car and I had a little bit more time, I probably would go back to my foundation brush and kind of tap things in, that highlighter. Ooh, I could have gone lighter handed with that thing. That is very intense. It's pretty. It actually makes for a great eyeshadow, but I might have gone a bit overboard. on the cheeks. But I feel very put together, perfectly comfortable wearing this for the rest of the day, and I do have a lot of errands to run today. But again, I love doing these kind of looks because more often than not, I do something really quick like this. This is kind of what I walk around like every day. I would love to know what products you guys reach for when you know you're in a hurry and you only have a few minutes. What are the actual like brands and products that you use, and also what categories do you use and what do you skip? I'd be very curious to know because I know it differs from person to person. Some people are just a no foundation, I'm just doing the blush and the mascara. 5 or 10 years ago, that might have been me, but nowadays I like a good medium coverage foundation just to kind of even things out. So let me know your thoughts down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Stay tuned, make sure that you're subscribed because I do have some fun videos coming your way. I have just placed an order with ColourPop because it has been a while since I've tried anything out from ColourPop, so I wandered over to their website to see what was new, and I picked up a few things, some of which you guys are really gonna laugh at me for, including a lip balm that I'm hoping might be a dupe for my beloved Summer Fridays Cherry lip balm that I'm wearing on my lips today, and I just found in my mom's car after thinking that I lost it. I was this close to buying a new one. And hallelujah, I found it. This thing is amazing. Anyways, a couple things are coming from Ulta soon. Just a couple of things that I picked up during their sale. I really did not go crazy with the 21 Days of Beauty sale this year. There really was only 2 things that I was interested in picking up. I'll talk about those in an upcoming video. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you are doing well, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye.